Hey, what's going on? This is Swish and Flow Podcast. It's your boy P Plus. We got Jay.
Hey, yo, what it do?
We got BY.
Howdy. I love the Mavs.
We got Lee.
Oh, I hate Kyle Lowry. The Frozen. Hey, y'all.
Oh man, what's going on, guys? It's another week.
It's a full house. Hey, we got everyone here.
We got the haters in the house as always.
Shout out to my boys BY and Lee. They could not be here.
Yeah, we got your back, guys. Jay, it's good to see you.
Yeah, I missed last week. I tuned in. You guys were talking about divas. You guys, there was a little rant on my boy Kyle Lowry, but it's all right. He could be a little diva.
Yeah, we had a pretty interesting conversation about NBA divas or the biggest divas. And if you were listening last week, Lee was saying Klay Thompson was the biggest diva.
Yeah, I could see it. I don't think he's the biggest diva. I think there's definitely other divas out there, but mainly LeBron James.
Well, I don't think anyone's gonna disagree with that. LeBron James being the biggest diva.
Come on, man! You get escorted out because you have a cramp on your hamstring. Was it hamstring? And then they had to carry him off the floor.
Well, that was Paul. Well, Paul Pierce.
No, LeBron. It happened to LeBron. The same thing.
Was it?
They carried him.
It was
the
at
floor.
the Spurs series.
Yeah. Then you see Kevin Durant. Yeah. He shoots. Klay Thompson. He shoots the rest of his free throws on a freaking torn.
Oh right. Yeah.
Whatever it is, his knee or something.
But torn whatever, one of the ACLs or something like
exactly.
that. Yeah. And LeBron needs to be carried off. Not to mention he anytime he gets hit in the face or something, it's always exaggerated.
Exactly.
So
I mean, that's part of the game. That's part of the game. I won't hate on that, but he's still a diva in my. But I think you made a good point. I think someone made a good point last episode where they mentioned that if you're gonna be the face of the league, you're allowed to be a diva.
That was me.
I think you made that point, and I think that great point because Michael Jordan definitely a diva. I think LeBron more so. But definitely Michael was diva at some points.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I give LeBron a pass because it's like it just comes with the territory.
Yeah, exactly.
It is what it is, right? So,
but you also you guys mentioned one guy. Well, actually, you were defending him because I think a lot of people think he's a diva just because of what people hear, like Russell Westbrook.
Yes,
right. And you were defending him, saying that a lot of players and anyone outside of the league or on the outside mentioned that he's just a stand-up guy, like a really really
people
good,
within the league say he's like most players say he's
like off the court,
right? Exactly.
Right. People say people that they've met Russell have informed other people that he's a good guy, stand-up guy, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but the media portrays him as a bit of a diva, which is always interesting.
Diva and the villain, because he had that. I mean, he had that one clip where the reporter asked him some crazy question, and it's always that meme that goes around where he goes, "What were you saying?" Like that. Have you ever seen it?
I think
that video of him saying, I think he said, "What the fuck," right, or something like that. So, I think maybe that portrays him a little bit more, diva-ish, but yeah, I guess I could agree with you. Russell Westbrook is well known to be a good guy, to be with a good locker room guy. I mean,
yeah, no, I think he gets a bad rap, but then again, like sometimes I question him a little bit. He's a little sus. Sometimes he's a little bit of sus. He's a little sus.
I mean, I think that's primarily because of the recent his recent post. So to all our listeners out there, if you haven't seen the recent post of Russell Westbrook, he is seen wearing a skirt. Like a white skirt with like these combat boots, and
it's kind of like a V. So he's wearing a V-neck, I guess.
He's wearing like a cardigan V-neck with like a white long skirt, but it frills out, and then he's wearing combat boots. He's done this before. He's worn ladies' outfit before.
Yeah, it's his fashion style is definitely it's pretty sus, man. I don't know.
I mean, all the power to them, and like Dennis Rodman did the same thing. But the thing is, Dennis Rodman was a lot more eccentric.
Yes,
a lot more.
You could
eccentric.
see it with him, right?
Yeah, he's just a lot more eccentric. I believe you can get to wear whatever you want.
But you know what?
Do whatever you want, but yeah, it's a little hard to swallow for a lot of Russell Westbrook fans. I think I'm pretty sure.
Well, at least Dennis Rodman could pull it off. I don't know about Russ.
I don't know about pulling off a wedding dress. I don't think Dennis Rodman pulled off a wedding dress at all.
I don't think so either. But,
yeah,
but at least like
he owns it. He
owned it. Yeah,
but I think what Russell does own it. It's just it's not his personality. It's like it's not. He's not eccentric enough to be in that type of attire. Don't get me wrong. You get to wear whatever you want. It's your life. You do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But in terms of how he's portrayed for his fans and stuff, a lot of people are. I think I saw a video of Kwame Brown. Shout out to Kwame Brown, one of the biggest busts of the NBA. Hey.
Don't disrespect Kwame Brown like that.
Kwame Brown was in a rant about Russell Westbrook, saying that he couldn't believe that he was wearing a dress, and he was saying profanities and everything. So if you search up Kwame Brown, Russell Westbrook rant, it's kind of hilarious because who's Kwame Brown?
Yeah, well, we'll post the link of Russ in his new outfit in the description box. So if
anyone wants reference,
yeah, if you need to check it out, we'll post it there for you guys to check it out. Oh man, but I got a good laugh when I saw it. I couldn't believe it.
The style in the NBA right now.
I don't know what these guys are trying to do. Sometimes
it's sometimes weird. I think. There's this one time I think Jordan Clarkson wore how back in the day like women would wear the bandana, not bandana but a handkerchief, but they would tie it under their chin.
Yes.
Yeah, so Jordan Clarkson wore that one time and people were like going off. They're like, yo, this is so sick. This is fashion and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. You know what? All the power to you. But yeah, the style from when it went, like from when, Tim Duncan used to play. When Tim Duncan would wear these oversized pants, shirts, dress shirts that would go all the way down to your knees. I have no clue what happened from that to Russell Westbrook wearing a skirt.
Yeah, it used to be, well, I mean, back in the day, it used to be baggy.
Everything was
baggy. And then now it's tight. Just tights.
I think it's a mix of both, right? It's like tight, like shorts or something, and then really oversized sweater or shirt or something like that. So
bottom down is tight.
So for anybody listening, if you're a basketball fan or a younger generation basketball fan, there's a thing called League Fits. So League Fits is pretty big. League Fits is like a Twitter, Instagram, social media network, and they post NBA players wearing fashionable clothes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is like a fashion.
Yeah, it's a fashion
social media thing.
Yeah, thing, and yeah, they everyone kind of dress similar now. It's like vintage shirts with like Tupac on it, or Biggie, or old rap, or old musical artists, or old wrestling t-shirts.
Yeah,
and yeah, obviously sneakers and stuff like that. But no, it's definitely different style from Tim Duncan days.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. No. I gotta check that out too. That sounds interesting because I wear personally. I like to wear a lot of like not what the NBA players wear, but I'll wear gear that's NBA gear. Like NBA shirts, whatever, like with the Raptors logo or
yeah. So just sports merchandise.
Yes. Correct. Yeah. And it's just funny because, like, it's funny, like, the NBA, pushes, they sell just regular gear, right? And then you have the players that are wearing these outlandish different styles. And it's like, okay, are they, like, it doesn't coincide, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it doesn't even make sense what's going on there.
I think it's transitioned now more so that players, are transitioning to more fashion. They're creating a fashion for all their fans.
Oh, they're trying to build a brand, maybe.
Well, I mean, Allen Iverson, everyone wanted shooting sleeve, right?
Yeah,
because he
right,
wore it, right? Everyone wanted tats because Iverson had tats. So Iverson was a kind of the game changer. But now I think it's more of everyone in the league is, have like portraying more of a style, right? Before it was all rappers making the style, but now it's a lot of the players like LeBron, Shy is a big one, Jordan Clarkson. They're doing these trends, or Russell Westbrook.
Oh, Serge Ibaka,
exactly. Mr. Avec class. Shout out to Ibaka. He left us, bastard. I'm kidding, but these guys, yeah, they're like fashion statement, quote unquote now. So who knows what we'll see in the next few years, how it will change.
I got you know what, I got to give props to Ibaka. Ibaka, I think, has some of the best styles out of all the players.
I could agree. So I follow League Fits a bit. So they did like a top 5 player with fashion. I think Ibaka was like, they did an All NBA fashion thing, right?
Okay.
So I think the top 5. I think he hit the top 5 of All NBA. But the biggest ones were Jordan Clarkson, Devin Booker, I think.
Devin Booker.
Yeah,
I can't see him as a stylish person at all.
Was it Tyler Hero?
Okay, I'll go Tyler Hero. I mean, I could see it.
Yeah, I forget who else, but
white boy got style.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, in Miami, like, what else is there to do? I guess you have to be.
That's true. Yeah,
you have to be fashion forward, I guess, in a city like that, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you know what? It's funny because if you think about it, like, if you look at the different cities, the big cities obviously have the players that are more, upfront about their style.
Yes, I agree, but there's one exception, which is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, he might be an outlier, and obviously in OKC.
Yeah,
so.
like what the hell is fashion in OKC, right?
It's like, I think about like San Antonio, for example. It's just like,
yeah, nobody on San Antonio dresses nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's be real. Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, like these guys are all wearing their own, their own brands or
all these old school. Well, that's even the new school players. Like, I mean, what's his name? Jakob Poeltl.
Oh yeah, that guy's wearing Nike sweats all day.
Yeah,
right. So,
yeah, no, it's interesting. 'Cause I'm thinking about like different cities and.
Well, Toronto for sure. There's gonna be like OG wears some outlandish stuff. Now that Gary Trent is here, he wears some crazy stuff too. I can't believe Swish turned into a fashion freaking podcast right now.
Yeah, we're supposed to be talking about basketball, but obviously, as you can see, there's a bit of a lull going on. There's not much.
I was just thinking about that, man. We're not even talking about ball.
We're talking about fashion.
Is there even anything going on right now?
Not really. I mean, the only thing that is newsworthy, I guess, is the NBA is talking about a mid-season tournament. So they haven't officially made any decisions, but the talks are ramping up.
Mid-season tournament.
Yeah, so I guess in addition to the end of season tournament, there's a potential for a mid-season tournament, does
the mid-season tournament give anything as a reward, or is it just for the fans?
I believe. Let me just check.
Because I think I read somewhere.
There's a reward, a $1 million prize to each player.
To each player.
Yes,
that's amazing.
So I think that's a pretty good amount of motivation, if you ask me. I mean, you'll make an extra unless you're LeBron and you just don't
especially to those players that don't make as much as other players on the team, right?
Yeah.
So it would be an excellent motivator for them. Maybe for the tournament, it will allow coaches to be more free with some players and see how they operate in a one game wins all kind of deal. Because obviously, if it's a tournament, it's going to be a one game win all, like NCAA format, right?
Yeah. There actually, I just read this just now. There is another thing that just came up. The NBA is voting this month on coaches challenges to be able to review out of bounds play with so basically, the out of bounds play under 2 minutes.
Yes.
In left in the game, right?
Yeah.
They review it if to decide which is correct.
Yeah.
They're basically they're voting on whether or not they should remove that review and instead let the coaches challenge, be challenging the out of bounds play.
So wait, I'm still confused.
Think about it this. So under 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's that whole under 2 minutes. You could review all
everything.
Yeah, all out of bounds play.
Yeah.
That's gone, right?
Okay.
And instead of that, now you could use your coach's challenge to challenge that out of bounds play if you feel like it's not going your way.
Okay, and is this is being voted on?
Yes, it's being voted on. I guess they want to remove that. It's kind of crazy. I don't know. I kind of like. I guess the reason why they're doing that is because it's prolonging the game at the end of the game.
I felt like there was a few games last season where it was like the last 2 minutes was like 30 minutes.
Yeah, if you it kind of makes sense now that I'm thinking about it, because like every time at the when there's 2 minutes left and it's out of bounds, they have to review it. That gives each team a timeout, like a free timeout.
Yeah,
and that could happen 3 or 4 times towards the end of the game,
and it ruins the momentum. It ruins like let's say a team is trending towards the last 2 minutes, right? That could all go away in that one.
Yeah,
that one call.
So I guess they're voting on eliminating that and instead just letting the coaches challenge. Because as of right now, you can't. I don't think you could challenge an out of bounds play.
Okay,
you can challenge fouls, I believe.
Yeah,
and some other stuff.
Just certain things, fouls, charges, or
but you can't challenge out of bounds play
in the last 2 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
So now
you have to wait for your coach's challenge. Then.
Exactly.
So you have to save it. You can't use it on something stupid.
You only get one, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's I like this. I like this a lot, actually. I'm thinking about this more. I really like this because it does screw up the last 2 minutes of the game.
I forget which game it was. Wasn't it like
during
it was like a Laker
season?
game. It was a Laker game, and it was like 30 minutes.
Oh man!
The last 4 minutes was like 30 minutes because of all the stoppages.
Oh man, that's brutal.
Yeah. So no, I think it's a good change. I think they realize that like it does ruin the flow of the game. And
I mean, it does have to get approved first, so I don't know if it will. I'm hoping it does.
I hope it does too. So hopefully that goes through. So still, we'll go back to the mid-season tournament. I think it'd be fantastic. So wait, would that be played in All-Star Weekend or something?
I guess so. Around that time. I'm reading it here. It says the idea would resemble a European-style in-season tournament to break up the regular season schedule a bit and teams' potential of winning another trophy. Aside from the NBA title.
So what would you call it? Mid-season fucking trophy?
I don't know. I
half a Larry O'Brien.
I don't even know what a European style tournament is. So that's interesting. But I guess $1 million per player that's nothing to sneeze at, man. Like if this has to go through, I'm assuming this would have to go through the
NBA
PA, and then also the NBA Board of Governors. And if the players give approval, which I think they probably will,
of course, $1 million to each player.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure some of the players on the team,
because the majority, like if you take all of the NBA players, and then maybe like 20% are making FU money.
Yeah, like less money.
Yeah, and then the other 80% is like, yo,
Yeah.
another
one mil for a
million?
tournament. Yeah,
Yeah.
that 100% these guys will be down.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I got this is the first time it's if it does go through, this will be the first time it happens. So
I think it's good to try it out. I think right now with after COVID, they had the whole playing in a bubble, trying that out.
Well, it was kind of like a condensed schedule too, right?
Yeah.
So I think this would kind of help.
It would also help the resting.
Yeah,
I guess
resting,
all the players saying they play too many games or whatever.
Yeah,
i.e. Kawhi Leonard, i.e. Anthony Davis, i.e. Lakers, i.e. all of the Lakers,
all the old people. Oh yeah, all the Lakers. Yeah,
i.e. the retirement home that is Los Angeles.
That's right. So yeah, I don't know. I guess you know what? I'm not gonna judge. I'm gonna let if they actually do it, we'll see how it plays out.
I mean, it'll be great for the fans.
Maybe.
No, I think the play-in tournament was great for the fans.
I agree with that. The play-in tournament was good for the fans, but a mid-season tournament, I don't know how many fans would actually enjoy it because it's not the stakes aren't as high. The stakes are great for the players because it's $1 million per player. But I mean, you win a trophy.
If it's a mid-season tournament and it's one game wins all per round,
do or die.
Yeah. Come on, that's entertaining as hell.
I guess. I mean, I'll watch it personally. I'll and just see how it goes, and I'll play some bets on it. I think
it's a good. It's also a good chance for like the top players to also rest, and then have. Like I was saying before, having the lesser players, come to shine.
Maybe, yeah. I think if they can do it properly, if it's how do I put this? Like, if it doesn't take long, if it's within 4 to 5 days, if they could make it within 4 to 5 days, then okay. But if it takes more than a week to do this, I don't know. I don't like.
Okay,
that.
so you have 30 teams, right? 30 teams, so that's 15 teams East and West, right? So it'd have to be one game each. It's just like the NCAA tournament.
Well, I don't know if it would be all teams playing. Maybe it's certain teams.
Or it'll be, because it wouldn't work. So 15 each side, that means a few teams might get a bye. I guess if you're a top team, you might not be too motivated. You might be just more focused on resting your players so that they can be good for the second half of the season.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends. Like, I really don't know what to make of this because it's like, like they might end up putting their garbage players in this.
That's what I'm saying, right? It's like an opportunity for. I feel like G League players who got called up to play, and especially if they win, they're gonna make more money. They are gonna make for the whole year.
From a player perspective, this is great for them for sure. I can't disagree with that, but yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see how this plays out because more details will end up coming out. And
Adam Silver. Yeah. Adam Silver is trying to put together something different, a different NBA than what we've had. Well, we grew up with David Stern. He never threw out for play-in tournament. He never threw out mid-season tournament. He never threw out. What were the other things? The other things that they were talking about to upgrade the game. Like something about a 4-pointer or something like that.
Mid-court 4-pointer.
Yeah, or something like that. So
yeah.
I mean, I guess he's trying to develop the game to another level, but sometimes simplicity is key, right? So I think on court, I think the rules of the game, especially with the new rule that offensive players cannot draw fouls as much as they used to be.
Yeah, that's a great rule. That's a great
I think
rule.
right now it's pretty balanced. I think it's a good balance, especially they made that change because I felt like, the Steph Currys of the world, the Kyle Lowrys, they were taking advantage of this, right?
Yeah,
James Harden.
Oh, 100%.
Right? They were taking advantage of this. So now with this rule, hopefully it gets to balance the NBA a little bit and defenders can do what defenders will do.
Yeah, I get that everything needs to change and kind of go towards a more offensive type of game, but I miss defense.
Yeah.
I miss defense, man.
Yeah, I was just watching clips of like, Bill Laimbeer,
Bill Laimbeer, wow.
all these guys on the Detroit Pistons just kill each other.
Old school.
Even shout out to Ben Wallace. Ben Wallace just got inducted to the Hall of Fame. Ben Wallace, I think is the first undrafted player, right?
To
go into the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
So Ben Wallace, he's a dog, right? Like he will kill you on the court, right? He's strong as hell. So, and he played incredible defense, right? He won, I think, one Defensive Player of the Year, or even two. So I don't quite remember. I'll take him over Rudy Gobert all day. I think Rudy Gobert is the biggest waste of money, in my opinion, man.
The Stifle Tower, come on, man.
I hate that guy, man. Even though he is a good defender, don't get me wrong. I don't know why this guy's getting paid so much money. But regardless, I think now with the change, defenders, especially on teams where defense is big, right? So like the Raptors, the Lakers, who else? Boston has good defense. I don't even know what other teams that have good defense.
Well,
yeah, well, obviously maybe the Clippers because they have Paul George and Kawhi.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right. So, but these defensive mentality teams are gonna thrive. Right.
I'm curious to see because it also comes down to refs too, right? Like, sometimes it's hard to change your style of reffing, right? Like you just have to it's hard, man. It's gonna take some time to kind of go backwards into a more balanced approach.
If they completely changed it, Lou Will has no game. Because Lou will capitalize on that.
Yeah,
driving to the basket.
Well, not just Lou Will. What's his name? Trae Young.
Oh, okay. Trae Young does do that, but he has other.
I mean, he's a good shooter.
He has other things in his package, right? Lou Will, he was able to win 6-man twice doing this.
He kept bumping into people.
Yeah, he was able to manipulate the game.
Yeah,
I mean, Steph Curry did it too. James Harden, especially, right? These guys basically told the NBA change the rule, So it's like, what are they gonna do now? Hopefully, James Harden. Well, I mean, James Harden can shoot and do everything. So we'll see how that goes in Brooklyn as well.
Yeah, well, he's lucky because now he's with KD, right, and Kyrie, so he doesn't have to worry too much.
Well, I mean, they're signing everyone. They have Paul Millsap now.
Yeah,
they have Blake. They have.
We're prepared for a Laker Nets showdown.
Yeah, imagine if they both don't make it.
That would be, hey, that's a strong possibility, man. I know a lot of people might say, don't count out Milwaukee, don't count out the Clippers. Why?
Well, Clippers are gone. In my opinion, they're done.
Kawhi, yeah,
they're done.
Or even Golden State, assuming Klay comes back. Like,
I think that's a fair assessment with Golden State. I don't know.
Oh, I personally think they're done, but that's me.
I think Klay, depending on how he comes back, I think that they can contend. But right now, it's just Brooklyn, because it's just an arms race between Brooklyn and the Lakers. They're just acquiring all these old stars.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it plays out, man. Because this is, I mean, I'm excited for this year. So
it's definitely an exciting season. I am super excited. Rookies, all the rookies. Again, it's a great draft class, so see how that goes.
Oh yeah, that too. Yes.
So
yes.
We still need to do predictions. I guess we'll do that next week.
When
does the season start? October, right?
Yeah, late October. So, or either the third or fourth week of October. But usually that's around. It's almost the same time every year, anyway. So
yeah.
But we'll get to predictions in October.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
And then I think preseason starts end of September.
Yes. So yeah, we're getting there. I know there's been a little bit of a. I mean, we still got a few weeks before that, but
it sucks, man. I have nothing to watch. Obviously, I'm tuning in with as much sports as I can, but there's nothing to watch.
Shout outs to the NFL, man. I know we talk about basketball, but shout outs to the NFL.
And big weekend. Lots of headlines.
Yes,
lots of headlines. Different scenarios. Great games, especially that first game between the Bucks.
Oh yeah, the Buccaneers.
The Bucks and America's team, the Cowboys.
Yeah, the it's funny when they call America's team and they keep losing, and I'm like,
you'll be surprised how many Cowboys fans there are in the world. It's insane.
Oh yeah, I
like people love the Cowboys. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
When they haven't won a Super Bowl in how long?
It's been almost as long as it's like Cleveland, or before Cleveland won.
Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, also Cleveland, the Browns. I mean, we're not
the
even,
Browns is even
they haven't won a season opener in what? How many 2000 since 2004 or something like that?
Well, I mean, they got screwed over. They did play Kansas, so
well, all they're doing is drafting these quarterbacks that they're gonna think that they're gonna change. Well, I guess Baker Mayfield is better than Johnny Manziel.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Right.
So I think so, at least.
I don't know.
But yeah,
NFL is different from basketball. I'm not too well versed in it, but it was a good first weekend for sure.
Yeah, I've got some pretty decent knowledge, but I lost a lot of money, so I'm not gonna say anything more than that.
That's all right, man. You win some, you lose some. Sometimes you lose a lot.
Well, I sometimes you lose a lot. Well, you know what? We're gonna wrap this up. I guess one more shout out though. Shout outs to the Jays, the Toronto Blue Jays.
Hey man, shout out!
My goodness,
shout out to them, young team.
They're in the wild card.
They beat Tampa yesterday.
They're the top in the wild card.
They're top in the wild card right now, and they can still push it. I think
no, they're not catching Tampa.
Not Tampa. We have to catch the White Sox.
No.
Oh, sorry. No, not the White Sox.
Their division.
Their division. Sorry. My fault.
Yes, I mean, pretty much clinched.
I mean, what if we sweep? What if we sweep Tampa right now and then we win all the games? You never
Tampa
know.
would need to lose like 50. I was reading something like 15 games.
All right,
and they have like 19 left. And I'm like, I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, that's not happening. But you could hope for it. But if we could get top of the wild card, that'd be
then we'll have a home game and one do or die game. And,
yeah.
Oh man, I would love to see them back in the playoffs. So
shout out to the Jays, shout out to Home Run Jacket, and shout out to those guys.
Oh, the home run! I want to cop one of those home run jackets. By the way,
they should. They should sell.
They should
sell those.
Those
will go off. Those will fly off the shelves.
Oh my goodness, these guys are missing a crazy opportunity.
Honestly.
Anyways, all right, guys. Like and subscribe to the video as always, and we'll see everybody next week. All right, see ya.